Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays DragonLoop. In our previous episode, we managed to defeat an old robot, and today I want to try to find out what the deal is with this guy. So I think that just means we need to go to Shade Valley. And then we'll cut over and up. Gonna keep the wreath on because we are still, I would say, a little bit short on Icar. So we're making, I feel like, great headway on that. And I guess because it's a new loop, we can go check and see what all the merchant has. The merchant might have some stuff worth us looking at. So she's just to the right. Actually, you know, now that I'm looking at it, you can get through this area. Why haven't I done that? Why haven't I done that? Hello. Alright, it's just beads. I'll happily take that. Oh, we didn't have the pattern, did we? Alright, hold on. We're gonna be a little bit smarter than we were yesterday. And do that. There's also something over here. It appears. I don't trust that this claims that there's nothing here. Like, I can see some particle effects right here, which makes me think that there's, I don't know, like some sort of barrier or something. Most likely the answer is that, oh, that was a lot of, I feel like most likely the answer is that there's like a one-way door or something. I don't know. Let's see if we can do something with this. Yeah. Alright, so there's that. Ah. Okay. So there was a like one-way secret. Now we've got the fourth bell. Cool. Alright, it really doesn't want us to do that. That's fine. Alright, so what's going to be over here? Ah, okay. Cool. Another combat trial? Yes. I actually enjoy these little combat rooms. I know that a lot of people, like, when Silksong came out, a lot of people were really not fans of the gauntlet rooms. I think they're fine. Whoa, alright. I was not paying attention to my health. Once again. Alright. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and pop this. Sword. Hit me. Oh. Oh, we're close to death. Nice. That's the second jade thread that we need, right? Yeah, because we have to get them in pairs. Nice. Cool. All right. Well, I wasn't really planning to go down to this corner, but I'm glad that we did. Alright, so we need to go up and then right. Actually, do we need to go up and right? No, we need to go... So we've got a couple options. We could go through Bamboo Grove to get to there, but I kind of think that if we go around like that, it might work out better for us. Let's give it a shot. I was thinking overnight about how much I think the way that we get a graphical presentation of the timeline is hugely important for the feel of the game. Like, if this game just was like, all right, here's a big map, good luck, and didn't have the timeline map, I think that it would have a completely different game feel. I think that the game would feel bad to play. And so I'm really glad that that's there, right? It just, that the sort of like, if you didn't have that UI helping you to like see what you're doing and okay, there's clearly a fake wall there. Yeah, all right, cool. It's weird that I haven't opened this. Oh, let's go ahead and pop this. That was silly of me. Oh well. This is why we checked in at the lamppost. I'm sorry, I think they actually call them lamp shades, and I've just been calling them lampposts because I'm not paying sufficient attention. Should have given myself more space before popping that down for the reason of getting counterattacked while I'm locked in the animation. That's on me. Boy, that guy's a pretty reliable source of ichor. I really should take the other way. Because those two right there. Oop. That's wrong. Hey, alright, cool. I fully expected him to have a second phase, but Shield Guard Explosive Spirit releases a shockwave if it successfully blocks damage. Cool. Alright. We're probably not going to use that, but good to have on the record. Alright, so I think last time we went to Light River. Right? And there wasn't like much to like learn from that. It was just, okay, cool, you did it. So this time, let's go up to Wind Prairie. I think that's what we did. I'm honestly, the longer I talk about it, the less sure I am, but it's fine. If we do it wrong, then we do it wrong. Just double checking that there's nothing up there that we need to interact with. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, and then it just hooks right back onto itself. So we've unlocked that, but like there's no real true benefit from doing so. Let's go back. Actually, first, bracelets. Can we purchase anything that I want? No, I need one more bead to get the frost knot. But let's go back to the soul realm and let's spend those jade threads before I forget. And we'll also spend what money we can doing upgrades. 3. All right, we don't have 3. We need a third. Haven't found any more eggs, so don't have any new things to purchase there. However, we do have 120, so we can actually start maxing some people out. I don't really have a plan for how I'm going to go about maxing, so... Cool, Teresa, greatly improved. I feel a little bit bad about maxing some of these out without ever having used their base form. I really, if I ever do a new game plus of this, I'll try and make a point of like every loop using a different summon or something like that. Alright, and it fled. Alright, so no new jade, but that's fine. Like we barely even used any. Oh, keep looping. Loop 30 times. I assume that the game has like a intended like you should really loop, like probably they're aiming for you to get to 100% entropy would be my guess, but that's definitely not how we're playing. All right, let's figure out where we're going next. That's weird that that's down there by itself. All right, so there's clearly a branch that we haven't done here. We've gone to Misty Forest. So maybe from here we're supposed to go. I think it's possible we're supposed to go to one of the other spots nearby in the forest. Or maybe it's possible we're supposed to actually leave the forest. We could go to Sap River or... We go to Sap River, Leaf Courtyard, or Leaf Realm from here. Or Bamboo Grove. I don't see a benefit to going to Bamboo Grove. Could also go to Lines from here. I think that that's what it wants me to do. We'll try that. Lines doesn't, none of that feels right to me, honestly. Wow, technically from here we can get to a boatload of places because we could run along here and get back to here, and then that could take us to Shade Valley, Grain Corridor, or I think we might be able with our ups at this point to get to Sap River. And we could definitely get to Sap River by going this way, which also means that we could get to Leaf Courtyard or Leaf Realm. Yeah, from here we can actually get to a ton of places. I'm betting it wants us to stay within here. So instead of Misty Forest... Oh, nope. instead of Misty Forest, we'll go Light River and just see if that unlocks anything for us. Did we? No, we didn't. Okay. I'm really lucky that that hitbox didn't trigger it. Okay. Can't go this way because it's blocked off. But maybe we could go around? I don't really see why we would want to, but we can try. But okay, the per day echoes thing does limit down the possibility space a lot, which is good. It's not super obvious what is and isn't possible, but Fushi told us to find him on the third day somewhere, and I have unfortunately forgotten where he said. Alright, so this should open up a new spot on the map. Not that I think that that spot actually is going to go anywhere or do anything. Oh. I wonder if this is their way of indicating like this is a useless place to go when they put it like outside the time map like this. That feels likely, you know? I really need to do this boss fight. I've been putting it off. Also a boss fight here, I believe, that we haven't done. Well, we're gonna go back to this and reconsider. So we can't get to Light River from there. We've been to Misty Forest. Let's try going to Lines. Doesn't feel right, but maybe. Yeah. We'll go right because I want to hit this spot. Well. Goodness gracious, what am I doing? What am I doing? The fact that that's still a hitbox, like, I get it. I will even say that it's fair, but like, it's a little exasperating. Alright, just to confirm. Like, the map makes it look a little bit like there's something to the right here. I don't think there is, but, you know, it looks like it cuts off very suddenly. Let's see. Did that unlock anything? 5th day. Yes, it actually did. Interesting. Does that help me in any way, shape, or form? Ooh, yes. Time to drop a bunch of cash. So interesting. Oh, right. We've done this and I've forgotten about it. I forgot that we opened up this little shortcut. I also don't recall the deal is up there. Cool. All right. Can I do anything with this now? I don't think so. This feels a little bit like a dead end, timeline-wise. But that was very productive in terms of getting map stuff. So I'm happy about it. If I were to go to the Dome City, yes, Dome City, day 5, I think, is the earliest that we currently have available for Dome City. Should be able to drop down and get into it. Cool. Watch me be just dead wrong about day 5 being the earliest I have available for Dome City. I've just completely forgotten something. I've forgotten a lot of things over the course of this playthrough. It's a little embarrassing, but, you know, it is what it is. You know what I should have done? I should have spent that bead. Alright. Cool. Boss fight, I assume. The anime about the male woman who is also like a death angel. Gee, are you here to play with me? No, not really. Look at these flowers, aren't they beautiful? Beautiful things take a lot of effort to care for, but the more noble the flower, the more weeds tend to grow around it. Can't see any weeds around here though. Why do these worthless weeds always try to steal a flower's nutrients? I don't know. Uru, do you know why? For survival? Weeds are always such hard work to get rid of individually, so I got to thinking, could I find a way to get rid of all the weeds at once? Why do I get the feeling she's not really talking about weeding? Of course I am, you silly weeds. Alright, Fang. Ah, cool umbrella. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Wrecked. We actually are gonna go to the corridor because I genuinely do want to spin those beads. Boop. One more point of attack. And I don't know that I need more OP on this fight. It's one of those things where, like, you know you've got kind of a crap build. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. But it's fine. Run back's not bad, at least. Especially once we grab that lamp stand. Most of the run backs in this game have been pretty manageable. That was the wrong time to try and heal. Nope. I dashed the wrong way and I meant to be dashing left, ended up dashing right. Oops. Man, she hits so freaking hard. I kind of feel like I'm not supposed to be here. But like the strength with which she is hitting is making me think I'm supposed to be doing the other boss fight first. Oh, okay. Shit. I think I kind of actually had that. I'm not totally sure I understand what her big circle is, but because I assumed that it would just be like, you know, death. that freeze my... No, it didn't. Cool. Shit. Hey, we got her. I was button mashing there at the end, but we're fine. Damn it, damn it. Why are there so many unpleasant things? I hate this. Why do you have that kind of power? I'm the one who deserves it more. We could just cleanse all the filth from this world. No disasters would ever happen. But that would be a real disaster in itself. What do you mean by filth? Yeah, what do you consider filth anyway? Anything I find unpleasant is filthy. What's wrong with that? Basically everything. The world doesn't revolve around you. Damn it. Both of you are annoying too. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. What a horrible outlook on life. Acting like a spoiled child throwing a tantrum. But the harm she caused was anything but childlike. Vermilion Bird, defeat Fang. I kind of suspect that we might be about to like lock ourselves out of an ending. By getting all 9 of these, like there might be like a bad ending that we can get. Okay. Cryptic. Also cryptic. The cat has a big scary shadow. Yep. We knew that that cat was sus this whole time, so. That ending, Scarlet Moon number 11. She never saw the wolf again, yet in the smiles of every passerby she caught the scent of blood. Hey, the first one that we could read in time. These memory fragments are still as abstract as ever. Are these really our memories? Consider this. A girl have a bottle of water. She also knows that someone far away and out of sight desperately needs it. Would she find them and give them her water? Of course. And what if, on the way, she came across someone on the brink of death, begging for her help? She could save them with her water. Would she do it? Absolutely, but if she saved the person dying in front of her, the person waiting far away would die of thirst. Quite the moral dilemma. Why ask us this kind of question? There's always a lot of helplessness in the world. You can't have it both ways. You can't save everyone. I don't understand you sometimes. Of course you don't. I'm just a friendly storytelling kitty. You're right, though. When it matters most, people tend to look the other way. I'm here to tell stories, not to judge. But all of your stories have a purpose. Stories are good for making you question things. Everyone finds their own answers in a story. Here, another bell chime created from a memory fragment. Key glow bells. Okie dokie. Didn't pick up any eggs. We did pick up some souls, so we might as well max out. Ooh, rotten. Hey, nice speed. Another bead, hell yeah. I get the impression that there's probably, like, there might be an effective max for the beads where you've just unlocked everything, but like the game doesn't really expect you to get there. You know, it's sort of like in an RPG, getting to level 99 is possible, but like there's no real point because the boss is, you know, level 40 or whatever. Oh, again, mouse. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to change my cursor for this game. Alright, so she's up there. I mean, we know where the last one is. It is right here. Which which I believe might be the last one that we have a line going off of. Yeah, interesting. Super interesting. Is that the last place that we feel like we can get? No, there's a bit up here that we've not figured out yet. Several bits, actually. Let's go back to Dome City. Where are you, Dome City? Go. I think this is the only... our only window of opportunity on Dome City so far. I should sit down and see if I can like find new places for that. We are currently... oh, I did not mean to do that. Currently sitting at 4. I'm gonna save and try and get another frost nut. Actually, on the topic of saving, I might run down to here and see if she has any more beads for sale. Just take a second. If you look at the map, it's pretty easy to think that things are further away than they actually are. Okay, so she does have some bead for sale, or a bead for sale, and this thing, Sky Island Compass, able to perceive some imperceptible objects in Sky Island. We don't really know what these do, but we're buying them. Even though I know intellectually that this stuff is gonna follow me across screens, I still struggle to trust that, you know? That was just one, right? No, it was 2. Alright, cool. We can put another point into attack. Glass cannon. There's also this guy. How much does it cost? Price -11. That seems pretty good. BU 20. I don't know. Let's pick up. Let's actually pick up some. Let's 10 fox coins. There we go. Fox coin collector. There was an achievement for that. It just feels like, you know, we've got loads of spirits and not really much purpose for them. Because we're clearing out the merchants, you know? Double checking. Yeah, we're good there. We've still got the wreath on, obviously. But that's more about the Ichor than it is the... super didn't mean to do that. Whoops. The switching the powers thing, it feel I don't like the system that they've got with the up and B. Yeah, we got it just fine that time. Is this here so that you can charge up and get back, maybe? Alright. Time for another temple. Let's do it. Get out of here, mouse. Doing pretty good. Got all of our heals back. Ah, okay. Woo, getting a little spicy. Shit. Oh, okay. Victory. Jade thread, cool. That should unlock some more bracelet stuff for us. I'm a little tempted with that to go back and see what we can pull off. Let's go back to the Soul Realm and find out what our possibility space is here. If I don't get myself killed first. Probably max. Bracelet level up. Braidable knots have been added. Bracelet is ready and you can string more beads. Longest bracelet. Upgrade your bracelet to max is the achievement we just got. We've also got enough ichor to fully upgrade a couple spirits. Cool. May. Herb flower, very cool. And while we're here, we can go to the 10 to get this guy up to level 2. Cool. We're rapidly working towards maxing out all of these spirits, which is exciting. Go ahead and Tri-Flame. Wow, alright. I was not expecting to just get another relic. Growing flowers, water the ichor flower 50 times is an achievement that we just got. Alright. Sure. Yo, welcome to level 3. Alright, so with that done, I mean, it feels like the answer is go here, do the thing. We still have not figured out this bit. I do not know what the deal is there. I think we're otherwise good down here. There's still stuff that we haven't figured out in here. Is there a little tick here, but not a little tick here? I'm actually, hold on, I'm very curious about that. Investigation required. Dome knot. Attack 1, Uru +1. Costs 12. F me. That's a lot of beads. Right, and this is not unlocked with but it did just tell us what it was. Which, I mean, fair. Billy just trivializing this. That's funny. Not that we needed to go there, but... somewhat don't trust that that was nothing, but... Alright, so... yeah, we've done this. I don't know why this one doesn't have the little mark beside his face. I mean, there's got to be something that I'm missing there. Probably something quite obvious. All right, we'll go fight Lion Guy. Alright, so left a bit, then up a bit. Yeah. Might as well. Haven't figured that out yet. Gosh dang, dude. Alright, well that is an atrocious start. That's okay. I was switching between weapons. It's fine. That's definitely not the way. Why are we currently on block? We need to be on glider and then stay on glider. I've got to jump over that. Like, that's the only. I think glider's actually not the answer to it. Like, glider can be an answer to it, but I think that I just need to jump. Oh, man. I was trying to be good. I was trying to be conservative. And, like, all right, we'll wait until the heal finishes popping off. Then we'll go. No. No. Yeah, alright. We just need to do this old-fashioned. We just need to, like, buckle down and learn his moves. We got this. We got this. Need need to jump over when he does his horizontal light beam attack. We need to remember that he comes back around when he does that. Alright, I feel like we actually did do a little bit better in like actually playing around him. I just still was playing too aggressive and took a bunch of hits that I shouldn't have. Yep. Nope. Alright. Wasn't taking the horizontal move, his like ground light beam attack, seriously enough. I mean, there's definitely like a valid strategy where you can just like put a summon down and then entirely focus on dodging. Oh, that still hit me, huh? Popping it again, even though I kind of feel like I shouldn't. Wow. Okay. Standing on top of him and just wailing was not the move. But hey, second phase. Let myself get pulled up into his descending swords attack. I kind of think I need to calm down. Like, I think I'm letting myself get excited here. Yeah. Alright, that was pretty good. Shit. Tell you guys what. I think let's save this for next episode because this one's getting long. So maybe next episode we just start hopefully with a win. Yeah. Overall, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like super frustrated with the fight or anything like that. I'm just thinking like, I don't want this episode to go too long, and I kind of feel like there's probably about one episode left in this game. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that because there's clearly still stuff. Like, I need to figure out how to get to this. I've been there. And there's the whole thing with the dragon bells where we don't know how to ring any of them. So hard to say. Have we never been here? Like, what? Sometimes they're like light and sometimes they're not. This makes me think that I've actually never been in that house. I need to just look it up. But yeah, we're going to end it here. YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.